The views and comments of the following show, Conversations with Edigga, does not reflect the views of Charm City Direct TV. Viewers
Welcome to Conversations with Edigga, where insightful dialogues unfold. Join host Edigga as he dives into captivating discussions with music artists, entrepreneurs, and visionaries from around the world. Get ready to explore diverse perspectives, gain valuable insights, and be inspired. This is Conversations with Edigga.
Come on, yeah. All right, y'all.
Yes. All right. You know what time it is. You know what you're watching. And in case you don't know, I am Edigga, the man that you all know and love. And this is Conversations with Edigga. Yes. So before I begin, as always, I want to shout out my good friend, Terry. Terry was diagnosed with stage 3 pancreatic cancer some time ago. And I just wanted to announce that with every broadcast that I do, I'm going to shout him out every single broadcast before I start. Because here's why. Terry and we became friends over the internet, and in my journey doing live stream and podcasting, Terry has been a great friend. And although we live thousands and thousands of miles away, like I say all the time, I forget that Terry lives so far away because um what did I do? Terry lives so far away, but he is close. And he has helped me throughout this journey, giving me insight, giving me tips, giving me advice numerous times, numerous times over. And when I learned of the news of Terry having pancreatic cancer, I was just lost for words. But his spirits are good. He is in good spirits. He's surrounded by friends. He's surrounded by family who loves him dearly. And like I said, before I start my broadcast on Conversations with Edigga, I'm going to shout him out regardless. And I wanted to share this hashtag because I don't know if we hashtag no more, but I wanted to share this hashtag because anytime that when you're going through something, and I don't know about you, but when I was little growing up, I had some friends. I had very select friends, and I don't know what it was that people see in me that I don't see in myself. But one friend in particular, I forget his name, but he says to me, he says, "Ernest, if you're ever in a fight, I'm fighting alongside with you. And throughout life, I held that very close to my heart. So, Terry, this is for you. Hashtag, I'm fighting alongside with you, brother. Because, you know, his like I said, the spirits are good. He said he's going to fight this thing. And when I hear the word fight, you're going to need some people to fight with you. So I'm fighting alongside with you. And you can share this hashtag if you like. Those who know somebody that is battling uh, cancer, any form of cancer, or any illness for that matter, you can share this hashtag, fighting alongside with you. And I am fighting for you. I am praying for you every single day, brother. So this broadcast, future broadcasts are for you. Today's show, we got a lot to talk about as usual. We have a lot to talk about as usual. And if you are tuned in, make sure you are tuned in. Make sure you are ready to jump into the broadcast. Jump into the conversations. Hey, this is Conversations with Edigga. Don't go nowhere. Much more to come. Don't change that dial. Don't go to a next site. Don't try to see if TikTok is working still. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
Thanks for the memories, Tik Tok. It was fun while it lasted.
It's been a long day without you, my friend.
Gotcha,
Welcome back to the show. This is Conversations with Edigga. I am your host, the man that you all know and love, Edigga. Yes. Shout out to my guy. Bro Mike is in the building, as always. Shout out to you, sir. You just saw a clip. Old lady. Hey, thanks for the memories. It was fun while it lasted. She walks and get hit by the car. Then car pulls up, hit her. She jumps out. Gotcha, bitch. Love it. I just had to share that because that is one of the things we're going to talk about today. TikTok. They said TikTok was gone, but TikTok is now back. My stepson came into the room and said, "Hey, Mr. Ernest, guess what?" I said, "What?" He said, "You will never believe." I said, "What?" He said, "TikTok is back." Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. And I'm about to get into it because I'm getting mixed signals from a lot of people. Some people was for it, some people were against it, as always. But here's my thing. How can you, when it was down, people were, you would have thought that okay, Linnea just sent me a post. I don't know what she talking about. Um she okay, so TikTok was gone for a minute and people was devastated. I have never seen America so devastated in my life over a app. I have it the Facebook was blowing up. TikTok is gone. Like TikTok was a person. I understand there's some funny stuff on there, but wow. Wow. How can you let a app control you so much to come to these emotions. Now, another friend of mine said, you know, how can people be excited that TikTok is gone because uh this is TikTok with people livelihoods. I get that. There was a lot of people on there that were depending on TikTok for money. Yes, people were taking yes, bro Mike. People were taking it too personal. They was taking that thing too personal. I totally agree with that. Hey, when my wife had said that TikTok was gone or down, and when I saw it, they said TikTok went black. TikTok is going to come back on the 20th when Agent Orange was going to be inaugurated. Is that a word? Inaugurated? Sworn in as president. TikTok will be back. He said he was going to save TikTok or what have you. I was like, I really don't care. I get on TikTok. I don't get on TikTok. I have about 2,000 people. I have 2,000 followers now on TikTok. So I'm like, I don't really care. You see what I'm saying? Same with social media to me is, y'all taking this thing a little bit too personal. You know, but all the stuff that's going on in this world, people are devastated. They was devastated. That's it. I say, I keep telling y'all these are distractions. I keep telling y'all these are distractions. TikTok is shut down and y'all full attention, like, and y'all don't see anything else that's going on. It is a distraction. So they won again, and y'all feeding into it. And then you want to know, like, when the hype is gone, and then all of a sudden this happens, like, how did I miss that? I can't believe I missed that. These are distractions, people. And y'all laugh at people like me and Bro Mike and all of these other people who be telling y'all the real, and y'all want to change the channel on my little show because we don't know what we talking about half of the time. You see what I'm saying? It's a distraction, people. Do not fall for it. I could care less because TikTok ain't giving me no money. I'm able to make money, but TikTok ain't giving me money. So I could care less. All it is just a bunch of smut and and stupidness that's on TikTok. Every time I turn around, somebody's eating food. Somebody's fat and eating food. Like, we really want to see you eating food, or somebody's drama, nakedness, big titties and big ass. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's all I see. And then when I said that one time, somebody went in. They went in. They was like, "What you need to do is change the the criteria." Hey, April, what's up, girl? How you doing? April Whitehead is in the building. Always a pleasure. But TikTok for me, like I said, I'm on the platform. I'm not on the platform. I do my little show right here, and that is it. I did my duty. You see what I'm saying? But do not let these social media sites consume your life. It's not worth it. Trust me, it is not worth it. People was devastated. Like, people was like, TikTok is gone. I'm like, really? Did I miss a memo or something? Did was TikTok giving away money and I ain't get it? For people to act like that, I did I miss the memo? I need social media to me is a pastime. I get on, I look, I comment when I comment, and that's it. I don't let social media consume my life. And like I said, there was a friend of mine who posted and said, some of people, are devastated because this was their way of life. They was getting money. Um, they was getting money from TikTok. I get that. Okay. So Bro Mike says, but the good side was we were meeting people from all over the world. But there was times where if someone didn't like you, they will falsely say accusations, and TikTok would take the wrong side and hit you with the guideline red flags. Yes. Yes. Like I said, people, the social media do not consume my life. I have a life, my family, my job. I got to go to work. If TikTok was paying just a roundabout, or I ain't gonna say roundabout. If TikTok was paying what my job is paying me right now, oh hell, it ain't even no guess. Yes. You see what I'm saying? Hey, hey, psst, 9 to 5. I quit. That episode, the Jeffrey on Fresh Prince. Remember? He thought he won the he thought he won the lottery, and they played the joke on him. And he was like, I quit. I quit. That will be me. If TikTok was giving me the money that I'm making right now at my job, peace. That's how I feel about it. And to those who, depending on TikTok for their businesses and their way of life, and again, I'm sorry, but like I said, yes, it's a small percentage of my life. Yes, April, I agree. It's a small percentage of my life. If you not kicking out no constant money, I'm not talking about no. Oh, I just got $5. No, I need to see some more money. I need to see some big money rolling in. You see what I'm saying? For me to be like, oh, TikTok is gone. They're like, damn, did you see E crying on? Yeah. If you giving me big money, like, giving your boy some money, and I ain't gotta do nothing. And it did grand opening, grand closing. I'ma have a different mindset. Trust me. And they were the only ones, hold up. They were the only ones that would let you advertise for business. But man, you're right. Yes, I agree. I get it. I understand fully. Some people were affected by it. I was not one of them. And my heart and my prayers going out for those people. But TikTok is back. Yeah, as of 15 minutes ago, before I got on, like I said, my my stepson came in and said TikTok is back. I said, "Oh, okay." And I just went to the website, and it's back. It's back up. It's back up and running because, like I said, I thought that a lot of people was like, well, when Agent Orange, I don't like Agent Orange. I think he needs a new name. Orange Cheeto, Orange Slurpee. Um, what can I call him? Tangerine? No. Orange? No. That just sounds too simple. Hmm. What can I call him? That other, I can't even say president. He's y'all help me out. What can I call him? Anywho, when he was about to go into the office, they said he was, and when I say he, I'm you know, might be talking about God. You see what I'm saying? But I'm not talking about God. I'm talking about the man with the funny hair. Y'all know. I just can't come to say his name every time. Is I gotta think of a name, people. Cause I said Orange Cheeto, Orange Slurpee, Orange Agent, um, the Bad Tan Man. I need to learn how to make money off of it this time. Yeah, I do too. I ain't gonna front, April. I said that too. I said I want to make some I want to make some money on the side, social using social media myself. Um, but I'm not diarrhea works. Yes. Yes. My man, my brother Antoine Grant is in the building. Yes. Diarrhea. Woo, that's powerful. I like that. Diarrhea. Diarrhea. They thought that when diarrhea was going to hit office, that um TikTok was going to be back. And what did Bro Mike say? Okay, so who's going to buy it? Buy it? Is it Elon Musk or who? Because I heard Bike Dance didn't want to sell to America, to the Americans. I have your guess is as good as mine. Your guess is as good as mine. But like I said, as of 15, 20 minutes ago, before I got on, TikTok is back. TikTok is back on. So everybody that was having a tizzy. Shout out to my boy Sir Tizzy, Sir Tizzyton. um, Everybody that was having a tizzy about Facebook. I mean, not Facebook, TikTok being off or dark or whatever the case, banned. It is back. I went there. I saw it for myself. It is back up and running. So I guess it's a good thing. Hey, we got much more to talk about right here on Conversations with Edigga. Let me ask you a question, and we're going to get into it when I come back. When do you turn on and off your blackness? Yes, I'll explain when we come back because I know y'all saying what in the blue hell is Edigga talking about now? Don't go. So, if you're just joining in, this is Conversations with Edigga. I am your host, the man you all know and love, Edigga. Right. So, if you just joining in, we was talking about the TikTok or TikTok being banned, you couldn't get on. Um, as of late, it is up. It is back up and running. But then Antoine Grant just said it's up for those who had it, but if you go to download it now, you can't. Interesting. And make sure you share this hashtag for my good friend Terry, good friend of mine in podcast and in live stream. He was diagnosed with stage 3 pancreatic cancer. This hashtag, fighting alongside with you. Share that hashtag if you would like, and continue to pray, continue to uplift and support my good friend Terry through this battle with pancreatic cancer. So we were talking about TikTok, but I want to shift gears, so to speak, because I find something very interesting. Is that you ever notice that when black people, my people, us's, we get around certain people and we have we have a problem with turning our blackness on and off. Okay, let me explain, because I know a lot of you like, what are you talking about? Like, we could turn our blackness off? Really? Yeah, I okay, so I was looking at the governor. What's up, Raymond Matthews is in the building. Yes. Thank you, sir, for tuning in. I appreciate you. You know how, so like I said, I was watching the governor. I was watching the governor of Maryland, Westmore. And I was watching him on two occasions. I was watching him deliver I guess the budget report, and how he stood, how poised, this year we gonna take this and move it here. Alongside with that, take these, move it here, and effectively. I think they teach you that the thumb halfway off of the pointing finger, that and this, because every last president other than him did that. Like when you ever watch presidents talk other than him, and how they, my fellow Americans, thank you for tuning in. I know I sound like Barack Obama, but I think they teach you that when you get into the White House, first thing they do, sit you down, how to speak 101. Ball up your fist with your finger like this, and they teach you that. So he was doing that. But like I said, he was very poised, like. But then I saw him talking after when they tried to get the point across. Yes, yes, yes. I saw him talking about the Baltimore Ravens. So I'm talking about the Baltimore Ravens, and it was a different Westmore. Hey, what's up? This is Westmore, your governor. Yeah. This weekend, we gonna bring it on. We gonna knock them out. When do you turn that off? Like, there's a professional, and you know who else does it? And he does it so well. Brandon Scott, the mayor of Baltimore. He does it. So I saw them on the Breakfast Club. E Wonder. I know her as E Wonder. And Brandon Scott, they was on the Breakfast Club, and you ever watch him talk? Park Heights come out quick. You see what I'm saying? But then you have some people that cannot turn it off. When they are surrounded by important people or professionalism, like when professionalism is in your face, they cannot turn it off. Hey, yo, hey, you feel me? And so I was saying, yo, I was like, I went around a corner here, and so what I had was, you feel me? I I told the bitch, I said, man, fuck that, yo. And you're in you're in the face of professionals. You're in the midst of professional people, and you talking like that. When do you cut that off? When do you need to be professional so they will look at you differently? There's a lady at my job. There's a lady at my job. And every word that comes out of her mouth is a cuss word. It's, oh, Lord Jesus. She make me I curse. I ain't going front. I curse. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But she just made, oh my God. And people like that, when you was growing up and you curse a lot and they say you have no vocabulary. You know no other words but them curse words. You have no other vocabulary other than them curse words that coming out your mouth. So when do you turn that on? When do you turn that off? And see, take me. I could turn it on, I could turn it off because that's how I was brought up. You see what I'm saying? I was brought up where if I'm in the midst of certain people, I can turn it on and turn it off. I try to have Antoine writes, I try to have this conversation with my son when he goes on interviews. Like, bro, I can't expect to be hired. Like, bro, I can't expect to be hired if you're sitting there talking to them like you talking to Pookie down the hill. Exactly. Exactly. There's a time and place for everything. I solely believe that. There's a time and place for everything. If I am in front of some people that's going to offer me a job and I really want that job, uh that should be you can't expect to be. Okay. I got it. I got you. I got you. Um you can't you can't talk like you talking to your friends outside. Now, when you're outside and you talking to your friends, that's a different situation. Very different situation. I get it. You're around your friends. This is how y'all talk. But when you're going in front of a interview or when you're speaking on a situation at your job or wherever the case may be, there needs to be a different speech or a different pattern or different vocabulary, you know. And I ain't going front. At my job, they curse like sailors. And I'm talking about the leaders, the managers, everybody around there, they curse bad. And then some days I look at them like, God damn, and like, and you're a manager, Um, we have to understand that being professional doesn't mean losing your blackness. It's just a time and place for it. Yes, yes. Like, but my thing is when is can you turn it on and can you turn it off? You see what I'm saying? Up, my friends. What up, dummy? What up, you? I I get it. Professional. Hello. How are you? How you doing? It's a different vocabulary, a different demeanor. You see what I'm saying? When you are in front of certain people or in a certain atmosphere. All of that hood shit just need to stay at the door. At outside, don't even bring it in. Don't even bring it in. You're in a different atmosphere right now. You see what I'm saying? And it do not belong in here. You see what I'm saying? I watch people, and I've had me personally, I credit my family, my church family for just helping shaping me to know when it's right, when it's wrong, or when it's right and when it's appropriate and when it's not appropriate. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to walk around all day and be talking proper, but there's a time and place for it. You know, there's a time and place for everything, you know. And like I said, this lady just, oh my God, I just hate when she comes to work because the first thing out of her mouth is a curse word. It's like, yeah. It's crazy. Funny, for my business now, I could be professional as soon as I meet the client. Then once they get in the bus or truck, I could be me. And the clients are the same way. Like, how are you? Now let's turn up. Now, how are you? Now let's turn up. Yes. Yes. I agree. I totally agree. You could be, hey, break the ice. Hello. How are you? How you doing? How was your day? And once you get a feel for them and they get a feel for you, what up? What's going on? I mean, don't take it overboard. But I'm just saying, like, there's a time and place for everything. Everything do not have to be ghetto. You know, everything do not have to be ghetto. And like I said, excuse me, I watched Westmore, and I watched Baltimore City's mayor, Brandon Scott, on two separate occasions, you know, and I watched them and how they turn it on and turn it off. You see what I'm saying? And I love both of them. They are perfect examples of black excellence in my book. You know, and I just wanted to share that with you because, like I said, because it's a party bus. Okay, so it's a party bus. So once they're in, lights on, music playing, it's get lit. But it's also business. So being professional still part plays a part. Right. Right. I get it. I get it. I understand fully. Hey, don't go nowhere because we are going to talk about, yes, the NFL playoff picture. Who's in? Who's not in? Who do y'all want to see in the Super Bowl? That's coming up next on Conversations with Edigga. Don't go nowhere. Much more to come. And welcome back to the show. This is Conversations with Edigga. I am your host, the man that you all know and love, Edigga. If you're just joining in, we was just talking about turning on and off your blackness. When does it start? Or when does it end? Now we're going to shift gears again and talk about the NFL football. Yes, football playoffs. That's right. Now, as y'all all know, the Baltimore Ravens are still in the game. Yes. Shout out to them boys. So yesterday I watched the not the Cleveland Browns. Oh my God, they must be talking about me. Must be talking about me. I watched the game between. There's only one team we need to mention in this segment. Yes, yes. Now I had the fortunate pleasure to watch both of these games. I watched the Washington Commanders, who looks absolutely good right now. I absolutely like watching the Washington Commanders, formerly the Washington Redskins. I don't know. Like I used to hate the Washington Redskins, but ever since new management came in, new coaches came in, they look good. I ain't gonna front. And I saw them take on the Detroit Lions. Now I ain't gonna front again, but I was so hoping that the Detroit Lions was going to advance um on yesterday. Yeah, they were on fire yesterday. Shout out to Jaden Daniels. Shorty is a beast. Yes, he is a whole beast. Mhm. But sadly, the Washington Commanders beat the Detroit Lions yesterday, 45-31. And Kansas City, Patrick Mahom, homosexual, whatever. They beat the Houston Texans yesterday, or they cheated and won. Well, put it this way: the referees helped them cheat. Yeah, I said it. I do not like them. That's up there with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I do not like Kansas City. I don't like the Chiefs. And it's sad because that's where Terry lives in Kansas City. I do not like your football team, sir. Do not like them. That's up there with Pittsburgh. If I had to pick my personal foul call when Mahomes slid was BS. Right. That personal foul call when Mahomes slid was BS. Yes, mm, mm. He gets don't touch him. You can't even breathe or cough on him. They ready like no, Mahomeless. Say it like I spelled it. Mahomeless. Mahomosexual. Mahomeboy. All of the Mahome men, or whatever the case. I just don't. I'm sorry. I don't like the Chiefs. That's up there with Pittsburgh and Tom Brady when he was with the Patriots. I said it. Oh, but them boys. I can't wait till 6:30. My homosexual, yes. I I can't wait because them boys, yes, them Baltimore Ravens. Them Baltimore Ravens. They need to do it. They need to get the job done. It's going to be cold. Last time I checked the temperature is going to be -9 degrees in Buffalo. We need it. Lamar, I came down to the bank last time and I talked to you. I talked to your mama because she was about to cuss you out again. But I stopped her. I said, no, don't need to cuss him out. I'll talk to him. So I had to go down to the bank and I talked to Lamar. Yeah. I talked to him. I said, hey man, we need this in Baltimore right now. But here is the playoff picture as it stands right now. And I'm trying to get to the screen and people pinging me. This is what it looks like, people. Okay, so yesterday, of course, you had Houston and Kansas City. Of course, Kansas City won. Then you had as a result of Pittsburgh and Baltimore, we all know that Baltimore won. So, uh, with Kansas City beating Houston, they advanced. And Baltimore and Buffalo are playing today at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're going to see who advance in the number 3 slot, and the number 3 seed and the number 2 seed, being that number 2 seed is Buffalo. And that's in the AFC. Now in the NFC, of course, we all know that Washington beat Detroit on yesterday. So Washington advanced. And then today, I believe it's today, that Philly will play the Rams. Philly will play the Rams, and we're going to see who beats between those two to advance in the NFC. So that's the playoff picture right now. But like I said, them Baltimore Ravens, we got to show out. We got to show up and show out today. Today, we gotta go out there and put it on them. Now, the funny thing is, when we played them earlier in the season, we beat them. Oh, they had big talk. They had big talk for Buffalo the first time we played them. And don't sleep on the Rams, but I got Philly winning. Yeah, I got Philly winning too. Now, didn't we beat the Rams? We beat the Rams, right? Was it the Chargers or the Rams that we beat earlier in the season, Antoine? But I said that. I said the Philly is going to get this one. So, playoff picture, 6:30 today, Baltimore and the Bills going head to head. What's up, Quinn? My man, my brother Quinn is in the building. Yes. So 6:30, you know where I'll be. Do not call me. I'm not answering no text messages. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be glued in. I should have went to the market and got some snacks. It's raining outside. I think I'm gonna pass. I'm good. I'm good. I got some water. I got some. I don't know what I got downstairs, but I'm gonna be glued, supporting my boys, the Baltimore Ravens. We gotta pull this one out. Definitely gotta pull this one out. Hey, don't go nowhere. Much more to come. My final thoughts and so much more. Don't go nowhere. Much more to come. And welcome back to the show. And before I close, I just wanted to share a story like I do all the time. And the story is basically about me. You know, as a parent, it's hard seeing your child leave the nest. For some parents, other parents like, get out. Yes. Yes, they're gone. But it is a struggle for some, and I am one of them. As you all know, I have one child, biological, one child. And my wife has 2, so we have a blended family. It's my 2 step kids and my only one son. Just recently, my son decided to move out. Not because of disagreements or we were forcing him out. It was just that I guess he wanted to test the waters and see how life is outside on his own. And his stuff was still here at my house, because he was staying in the basement. And I talk to him often. I text him, I call him, just to make sure he's okay, make sure he's good. And there was a knock at my door, on my bedroom door, and I knew I was the only person in the house. I was upstairs and I was knocked out asleep. And there was a knock at the door, and I said, "Oh God, somebody done broke in." But why would they knock on the door if somebody broke in? But he knocks on the door, and I said, "Who is it?" And he said, "Me." And I said, "Oh." And when I opened the door, I see my son, because I haven't seen him in so long. I haven't put my eyes on him. I know he FaceTimed me one time, but to physically see my son, I haven't seen him in a long time. And I quickly embraced my son. I held and hugged my son, and he started crying, all to say that he missed his dad. And I missed him terribly, because when I used to come home from work, and they have lights, uh, those string of LED lights, alongside, down in the basement, and he would have his on red for some reason. I don't know if that's a thing of gaming or something, but when I looked downstairs and I saw red from the lights, I knew he was home, and I was good, you know. But ever since he left, I come home, and I still find myself looking down in the basement, and I don't see those lights no more. And he was coming to get his stuff. And for anybody know, I hate moving. I hate moving. I hate transporting stuff back and forth, upstairs and downstairs and around the corners, and trying to maneuver stuff. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But I asked him, I said, "Do you have help getting your stuff in the car?" And he said, "No." And I began to put on my clothes, because I was on my way. I normally get up anywhere between 10:30 to get ready for work. And if I gotta get up any sooner, I'm mad. I'm pissed. I quickly got up, and I helped my son get his stuff and put it in the truck. And when he went downstairs to get the last item, he hung around, all to say that he wasn't ready to leave yet. And I talked to my son, and I talked to him about life. And I told my son that if you need me, I am not but a phone call away. I'm still struggling with not having my son here, where I can see him, where I can touch him. But I know it's a part of life that at some point your child is going to grow up and going to want to have their privacy, or have their or experience what adulthood is. So parents, I encourage you to love your children. Be there for your children. Never tell your children no. Always be ready and willing at the drop of a hat to help, to assist, to listen to wherever it is that they're going through. But keep in mind that the greatest thing or the greatest gift that you can ever cherish is memories. No, my son is not dead. He just moved on. He's experiencing adulthood. That in the event, and God forbid that my son should fall, I'll be there to pick him up. Just had to share that with everyone. And that is my time right here on Conversations with Edigga. I thank you for tuning in. I thank you for watching. And like I said, if you be so kind to share this hashtag fighting alongside with you in honor of my dear friend Terry, who has been diagnosed with stage 3 pancreatic cancer, please do so. Please show your support. Please pray for him and his family and continue to fight. I love you all. And as I say at every broadcast, I holler at you when I smile at you. You've been great. Peace. This has been a presentation of Charm City Direct TV in association with the Lions Den Media Studio.